So we've got this tire problem to figure out. I just want to read through it once, tell you what I see, maybe give you a starting point. So here we go. Bill and Ted are preparing to take a 4,000-mile trip in their car. The car has 4 tires, and each tire lasts only 1,500 miles. How many tires will Bill and Ted go through on this trip if we assume the car has brand new tires on it when the trip begins? All right, let's see what's important here. So we've got 2 guys. They're going to take a 4,000-mile trip in their car. Okay, so the car is important. Car has 4 tires. That's probably worth noting because if it was a 3-tired car, the answer here would probably be different. Each tire lasts only 1,500 miles. And what do we want to know? How many tires on the trip, and the car has brand new tires when the trip begins. Okay, I don't know that it's important that this is Bill and Ted. I don't think there's anything else here that is important. So we've got we've got a 4,000-mile trip. We've got 4 tires. The tires only last 1,500 miles, and we're trying to figure out how many will this take. So 4,000 miles total, and 1,500 miles is as good as we can get out of each tire. Now, don't go crazy here. It's tempting to take 4,000 and divide it by 1,500 and get a little under 3 and write down 3 and be done. That's not right because the car can't drive on only 1 tire, right? We need to keep in mind here that we've got 4 different tire spots on our car. And each of those tire spots is going to go the 4,000 miles. Okay, so let's say that this is my car. This is the top view. This is a good car. And let's get some tires on here, right? And I'm going to be out of color. No, I'm not. I know that orange is distinguishable from the red. It's not a purple up here. Okay, there's my 4 tires on this car. Let's say that I take these 4 tires and I drive 1,500 miles with those tires in those spots. At the end of that time, I will have gone 1,500 miles. And the tires that are dead will be A, B, C, and D. They're all done. Right, I've used them up. All right. Well, let's draw another car here. Another really nice car. Let's put 4 new tires on it. So E, F, G, and H. I could take these tires, go 1,500 miles on them. That would get me up to 3,000 miles total. And tires E, F, G, and H would all be done. Okay, well, let's draw one more car for the 3rd leg of our trip here. Put on tires I, J, K, and L. J, K, L, right? We only need to go 1,000 more miles. That would get us up to the 4,000 total. And we'd be done. These tires would still each have 500 miles on them. So how many did we use here? Well, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 tires would be enough to get us the 4,000 miles. It would be my thinking that if you sat down to do this problem and you thought about breaking these up by 5,000 or 1,500 mile increments, put on 4 new tires every time they're done, you'd end up at 12 tires. 12 tires is certainly enough to do it. We just showed that it was enough to do it. Here's the real question. Can I do it with less tires? If I can do it with less tires, then you're going to have to not only tell me how many tires, you're going to have to tell me how I could do it, right? Because if I look at what I've got here, it looks like I need 12. You've got to show me how can you have those tires on there so that you can use less than 12. And you're also going to have to convince me somehow that it couldn't be less than the number you come up with. Okay? I just showed you how I could do 12, but I should also have convinced you 12 is best, well, not just best, but least, if this is going to be my answer. Okay, if 12 is going to be my answer, I need to tell you why it can't possibly be 11 or 10 or 9 or 8, why it couldn't be less than 12. Maybe 12 is the right answer. If 12 is the right answer, then you have to not only show me how you could do it, which you could do in a similar way to what I've done here, just with more words and possibly nicer drawn diagrams, because remember, everything needs to be computer generated. But you'd also need to convince me why it's got to be 12, why 12 has to be the least. If you find a number that's less than this, show me how it works and convince me why that number has to be the least, why I couldn't come up with a more clever way of using the tires to have less than however many you come up with. Okay, again, if you've got questions on this, and I really recommend just thinking about it, give it some thought. But if you have questions, comments, there's anything that's unclear, or you've got an idea that you just want to run past me, feel free to email me, Zick, Z-I-C-K, @fbtc.edu. Thanks.